Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sensomi. And today I'm going to start with, I didn't realize this, and that's why I haven't showed it before. But since I do play on YouTube here, I don't want to cheat, and I noticed that there was this little tag here, show in-game editor in menu bar. I could have crossed this out and have the editor on, and then so just to show you that I don't have the game editor in, so to speak, so I don't cheat here in this way anyway. So I can't prove it in any other way, but in this way I can prove that I don't use that one anyway. It is put here, and you can see here that that's the way it's been, because if I change anything, that lights up. So yeah, and it doesn't. So yes, I don't use the in-game editor, because then you would have seen it up here somewhere or somewhere else. I don't know if there's someone else it would be on this particular skin, but most of the time it's up here, of course. So that was just what I wanted to show, nothing more. And then I will just start by saying that if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please do so. And having said that, let's get on with our first game, an away game against Burnley. We are top of the table. We could be doing some experimental things here to get some young players to play and stuff like that. I don't know if we have any really important game in these next couple of days. Games here. How many games do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. You know what? I think I'm going to do a special episode. This is the last episode of the season, or of the year, I should say. So I'm not going to be playing, and it's not going to be the last episode of the season. I'm not going to play all of these games. Yeah, that would be too much. I don't have the time for that. But I am going to be ending it with 2 more episodes. I'm going to play these 4 games here today, 4 league games, and we should, if things goes well, we should be, we should have won the league after these 4 games. And then in the next and first episode of the next year, last episode of this season, we will have 4 games, which will be the FA Cup final, 2 Premier League games, and then the Champions League final against Manchester City. So don't miss out on that. Thursday next week, 8 o'clock Central European time, we will face off against those 4 teams in the very last episode. Today we will have a little less exciting but still important episode, because we want to win the league, of course. And yeah, then we need to get a good amount of points here, and we could be winning the league already today. We're looking at the table here. We do have 9 points. We are 9 points ahead of City. So if we win our 4 games, there's no way that they're going to be able to overrun us in the last episode of the season. So yeah, looks interesting. So let's kick off this first game and see what we can use and what we can do. Let's have a look at how the players are looking, if they're fit enough. I mean, I look at Varane. He shouldn't be playing. He's very tired. Luke Shaw should only be playing 45 minutes, they say. Now, who can we use as a left defender? Do we have anybody that is better? We can use Warburton. He's a young, promising player, or Neil Webb. Neil Webb looking a little more fresh than Warburton, even though Warburton is both a better player at the moment and has greater potential, and is younger as well. He's only 16. But I think I'm going to go with Webb because of the fitness situation. I don't want to take out too many important players, because we still want to take 3 points against Burnley here. Bruno Fernandes looking like he's good enough to play. Kylian Mbappe is tired though. I think I'm going to bring in Paul Pogba there and see what he can do in this game. Šeško is okay. Karim Adeyemi should be rested. So you know what? I'm going to put in Cavani. I think I'm going to change to play like that. Let's see. Do we have anything else we want to bring in from the youth or from the reserves to get the feel of this game before we kick it off? And yeah, I think I'm pleased with this. Don't find anything interesting down here that isn't Garnacho could play. Maybe we see if we can find a place for him on the bench. He could take Lingard's position. I think he's going to do that. Eriksen still injured. Rashford, another one that could play. Should we bring him in instead of Adeyemi on the bench? Because Adeyemi really need to rest. And then after that, we don't really have much. We're just going to have to remember to put Adeyemi back into the team later on. Oh, two more players we can have on the bench. We're going to bring in Jesse Lingard then. And who else? Let's do Karim Adeyemi on the last position there. So, yeah, there we go. I think this is the team that's going to try and get it done today. Let's try and see if we can get 3 points against Burnley today, which would keep the pressure on City and would, of course, not going to go hard in on tackles, but want them to impress me, and let's kick this game off. As I said, to win today would be glorious. We would be one step closer to the league title, but I'm not going to take it out in advance, of course. We still need to fight for those points. This is not good. Oh, what a chance they had there. Whew. But it's good. I thought that David De Gea really saved that, so maybe he didn't, because it went out to a goal kick. So he hit the bar straight away with that header. That Burnley player, Barnes. Come on, United. When they get the first corner here, Pogba headed it away. We are struggling, it seems. We're not in the driving seat in this game, which is a bit of a disappointment. Ooh, a bad header, or bad effort to a header from our defender there. I think it was Anel, but I don't know. Could have been Delict as well, which would be very, very, very strange. But yeah, here's Šeško, here's Sancho, here's Šeško again, and Ooh, and if he wasn't offside, it's going to be a corner. It is a corner. Bruno Fernandes with the corner. And no, nobody there to head it in. And now, Delict. And what happened there? That was a weird one. Oh well. A lost opportunity, which wasn't good. Jadon Sancho, pretty tired. They want me to bring in... Oh, how tired is Jadon Sancho? Oh, he's really tired. Okay, so let's get into the tactics here, because I want to see, have a look at Alexandre Garnacho. I think I'm gonna have to go deeper in on him, so to speak. He can play on the right side as well. Should I give him the chance? I think I'm going to give him the chance. I think Garnacho is going to be getting that, because we need to keep an eye on Sancho, of course, as well. We want him to be fresh for the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. So yeah, Let's have him rested as well. Kesko, very tired as well. Maybe we should rest him as well and bring in Rashford. Let's give this an opportunity. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, turning these around. No, won't be giving anything better. Let's go like this and get to the dressing room. I'm not happy with the performance out there, of course. Now let's get this on the road. So Cavani and Rashford up front. Garnacho coming in on the right side. And the league table is gone. Where is it supposed to be? Or was it on that side? I think it was on this side here. Let's see here now. De Ligt to Kessie to Garnacho. Garnacho trying to find Rashford. Could not find him though. Here's Fernandes. Kessie. Fernandes. Cavani. Rashford. Cavani. Fernandes. Pogba. And oh, he lifts that over. Macaroni. I'm trying to get this team to work. We can't lose points here. That's not good. What in God's name was that? That's not good. Fernandes is extremely tired as well. So I don't know if I have... We do have Bellingham, and I think it's going to have to be Bellingham to take his position in the team. And that was a real disappointment. I was hoping that we would be able to win this game without some of the stars. Burnley is not supposed to be a very good team. We have a chance of a penalty here, and we have a penalty awarded. Who's going to place this? Is it Rashford? Looks like it's Rashford. No, it's Kessie. And he scores! 1-1. Still not a good result, but better than a loss. I take a draw before a loss, of course. 1 point is better than no points. But of course we want 3 points out of this game. We should get 3 points out of this. But yeah, Joseph Webb has been horrific, I see. And maybe that's our biggest problem, that we placed him in the team, unfortunately. But I didn't have much of a choice. Here comes Garnacho, though. He gets the ball away to Pogba. Can Pogba get the ball in there? No. Barnes hoisting it away to... And Manel is there. Good. Here's Webb trying to reach Cavani. Didn't really reach him, so here comes Morris. But Dalot stealing the ball there. That's great. Come on, Dalot. Kessie trying to find Rashford, and he does. Can Rashford find the net? He does! And we have turned it around. And that is championship performance. To turn games around like this. This is the way if you want to win the league. I remember Beckham talking about that. That when they were at their best, I mean that 98-99 season, that is one of the things that they felt. Everybody in the team felt that it didn't matter if they went 1 or 2 or 3-0 down. They were 100% sure that they have the ability to turn that game around. And that is such an important thing. And we do it. We turn this game around. Marvelous. Just marvelous. And we have a good chance of winning the league. A very, very good chance. Oh, this is so... It's going to be nerve-wracking anyway. Despite our lead, which is quite a lot of games, a lot of points we have in the lead, it's still going to be nervous. I mean, 20 points to the third team, Chelsea. And City is the only one that can interrupt us from winning the league now. I'm sure of it. So that's going to be interesting to see. So I'm going to be tinkling around here with praising the players that trained well and everything like that. And I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. Second game of this episode. Away against Wolves. Going to be an interesting game. You can see that City won the game that they were behind us. So back to 9 points lead. Which means I'm going to have to lose 3 games in order for them to get the same points, and then they have 20 or 90 goals to catch up with as well. So I am feeling quite secure that we're going to win the league. I'm not saying that we are, because I'm not going to take out anything in advance, but it looks great, to be honest. And so yeah, it feels, if I don't screw things up and put in too many young players, we are going to take the title this year, which is, of course, a marvelous thing to do in our second season. So yeah, feel that's good. I don't think I dare to play with Joseph Webb in this game again. So I guess, you know what, we're going to do a clearing of the team. To be honest, let's clear the entire team and we go through it player by player. Let's start with David De Gea, because yeah, he's just been too good to leave out of the team this year. As a right defender, who did we have as a right defender? Was it Dalot? Yes, it was Diego Dalot. And he's not too tired, is he? Nah, he will withstand it. Then we have Matthias de Ligt. He can play. Varane can play. That's good. And of course, then we have Luke Shaw. So we have a good defense in this game. Let's see, right midfielder. We did use Jadon Sancho in the last game. Is that who we're going to play with this game as well? Let's see, we're not going to play with Brad Faulkner, are we? No, I don't think so. Not with Ange Dago either, no. Morgan Pierce, we could give Morgan Pierce the opportunity. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give him the opportunity. Then we need the defensive midfielder, which we have a couple to choose from. We've played with Christian Eriksen there a lot of times, haven't we? But I think he's having some fitness problems, so he's not going to be the one playing there. So we have Frank Kessie, who made a very good game last game. And we have Jude Bellingham. We know that he's one of the superstars. And we have James Garner. I think we're going to go with Jude Bellingham for that deep line playmaker. Then we have the box-to-box, who we know is Bruno Fernandes. If he's fresh enough, he looks fresh enough. So let's play with him. Then we have the left midfielder, which is Kylian Mbappe. He looks good, fit enough to play today. Then we have the 2 strikers. And yeah, maybe we should rest Šeško this game. He looks a little tired, while Karim is back in full fitness here, it seems like. So maybe Cavani and Adeyemi today. That would be an interesting situation. And let's see who we're going to bring on the bench, or from the bench, I mean. We could give this little young lad an opportunity to sit on the bench, or we could go with Dean Henderson as usual. Let's go with the usual situation. Then we want somebody that can play as a right defender. I think it's not going to be Van Bissaka. I was thinking maybe I should use him, but he's got a fitness problem. So we're not going to use him if we don't have to. Do we have an alternative to him? We have Ethan Laird, but he's tired. We have Jurado, but he's tired. Oh, crapperoni. We don't really have any choice but to play with Van Bissaka as a right defensive opportunity. Then, if something happens, we're going to go with Anel as a central defender on the bench, and on the left we're going to go with Warburton. He's going to be first in choice to bring in if we need somebody to play on the left for Luke Shaw if he gets injured or something like that. Then we're going to go with Frank Kessie as the defensive, and I think I want Jesse Lingard so that I have one that can play both right and left. That would be, well, what did I think? We do have Oh, let's go with Pogba as well then. And with Sancho. Jadon Sancho should be in there as well. Isn't he here somewhere? Yeah, there he is. And then we need a striker. And should we go with Shesko? Should we bring in someone like Andrew Harper, perhaps? Let's give Andrew Harper the opportunity to be on the bench. Let's hope that none of them gets injured, but if we have a good lead, I'm going to take out one of them to give Andrew Harper the opportunity to play. And Shesko's not even going to be on the bench this game, so he's going to get a real rest this time. So let's get this game on the way, and yeah, let's hope for a win. Another 3-point will put pressure on Manchester City, and I was told that we now have 26 games that we have won this season, and if we win 3 more games, we will be making a new record. I don't know if it was the record for Manchester United or if it was the record for the Premier League, but 28 is at the moment the record with a win in one season. Oh, Mbappe close to scoring there. So if we win 2 more games, we end up with the same number, 28 games. That is the record at this moment, but we need to win 3 more games, then we would be the new record holder in that. And as I said, I don't know if it was a record for Manchester United or if it was a record for the Premier League. Yeah. But anyway, it's always good to get records. But here we mess up. It's strange that it is De Ligt that is messing up. Supposed to be the best defender that I have, and look at this mess up by De Ligt and De Gea. Good thing by Raul though, so to squeeze in between them and getting that goal, but yeah, very disappointing. Here they come again. What is going on? We should really have a better team in this game than we had in the previous game, so this is not looking good, I must say. I mean, we have Mbappe back in the team, we have Bellingham back in the team, De Ligt, Varane, and Shaw are all playing in the defence, so yeah, we should be a better team than we were against Burnley, but I guess maybe Wolves is a better team than Burnley, or we just have one of those days when nothing works. Here's De Gea with the ball. We need to start creating something, or I don't know what to do otherwise. Maybe they just play to our weaknesses, Wolves. But yeah, this isn't looking good. Oh crap, here they come again, and they score again. Jesper Karlsson. Wonder if he's Swedish. He sounds like a Swedish player. Karlsson sounds very Swedish. But this isn't good. But I'm not going to panic, not yet. But that was a very poor effort by Delok, I must say. Yeah, the league table is there at the left. Here's Morgan Pearce. Can he do something, that young lad? He gets the ball to Cavani. Can Cavani get it in? He gets the ball in, and there's Adeyemi. Oh, how close. We could have pulled one back there. But I'm not going to be happy with my lads in half-time, that's for sure. Let's see what happens. Varane. Fernandes. To Varane. To Bellingham. To De Ligt. To Varane. To Dalot. Finding Cavani, and Cavani could not find the net there either. And it's a corner for us. We need to be better here. Fernandes, and no, just headed away. Bellingham gets it out to Bruno Fernandes again. Can he get the ball in? No, he gets it back to Bellingham. To the lot, to De Ligt, and the chances, the opportunity is over. And oh boy, am I'm going to thrash my arms. And I'm going to say that they are much better than this. And they seem to be motivated, so hopefully they will make a lot better second half out of this. Here's Shaw, Adeyemi, Bruno Fernandes, Mbappe. Mbappe scores! We bring one back. We pull one back. 2-1 to Wolves. And yeah. We need another 3-pointer. I'm desperate for 3-pointers here now. I want us to win the league as soon as possible so that we can experiment with a lot of young players and stuff like that in the league games between the cup finals. It's incredible that we're going to be both in the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. I am surprised that we are there, but we are there. Here's Bruno Fernandes with a free kick, and oh! Oh! That was close. What a screamer that would have been. What a terrific goal it would have been. Kylian Mbappe is looking tired. A lot of my players are looking tired. I think I'm going to take a pause here, and I'm going to do Mbappe out, Sancho's coming in. And let's have... Pierce is very tired, so let's get Lingard into the game. Adeyemi, I think I'm going to need Adeyemi. But at the same time, I don't want to... Come on. Who do we have on the bench? Do we have something that can make the team better? Not really. So let's take out Cavani and put in Andre Harper there then. And yeah, let's just hope that we can do something out of this. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He's losing the ball. Here's Raul. Raul running, but Luke Shaw is there picking up that ball. Here's Mbappe. Fernandes. Adeyemi. Fernandes. Finding Morgan Pierce. Can Morgan Pierce do something here then? Can he get the ball in? He gets it to Fernandes. Gets it to Dalot. To Bellingham. Back to Dalot. He gets by that one. Can he get the ball in? No, he gets it back to Bellingham. Bellingham, long ball back to De Ligt. De Ligt trying to bring the ball up. He brings it to Fernandes. Out to Dalot again. Can Dalot get it in this time? He gets it to Morgan Pierce. Morgan Pierce gets it to Adeyemi. It's 2-2! Oh, and we have 15 minutes to fight for a winning goal as well. Very well played by Morgan Pierce as well. If this now will stand, Villarreal will have a decision, and it's a goal, and we're going to do the changes anyway. And oh my God, here comes the replay for the goal. You can see Dalot finding Pierce there, and Pierce just finding Adeyemi, who just slips it into the goal. Perfect. Sorry, I shouldn't move that one. You can see here he was not offside. Brilliant. So come on, United. Don't mess this up now. We have brought us back to 2-2. Let's see if we can find a 3-2 win as well. Sancho to Shaw. Finding Adeyemi. Adeyemi finding... Oh, we turn things around again. We turn things around again. Let's see what the VAR check says. It's awarded. And yes, we turn it around again. Can we keep the lead now? Let's not lose it now that we are back in the driving seat. Oh, this is just marvelous. And what a surprise. 2-0 bad down, and we turn it around and we are back. We are back in this game as well. And it's starting to smell like championship. Not playing in the championship. It's starting to smell like we're going to be champions of Premier League. And oh, that would be lovely. Just the second season, and I must say, it's been just the right players that I have signed then. De Ligt, Bellingham, they've been making such... And Kylian Mbappe, of course. And here's... that ball went around like a flipper. Or in the flipper game. Oh, and Fernandes heading it over. 87th minute. Come on, United. We cannot let them score on us. That's for sure. Whatever you do, I don't demand that we score any more goals, but please don't let them score on us. Good ball for Lingard to run on, and Lingard, oh, good save by their keeper, Jose Sa, and he hoisted up. Can my lads take care of that? De Ligt taking care of it. Here comes Bellingham, finding Adeyemi. Adeyemi, oh, but I wonder if he wasn't offside. No, it doesn't look like it. It's a corner for United. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. And there's no one from us, unfortunately. Carlson finding... Oh, this is dangerous. This can be dangerous. We seem to be finding our positions again. And that should be the free kick for us. Carlson was offside. Perfect. And the game seems to be over. And yes, we turned that game around as well. That is champion play. That is the way that you win things. Oh my God, what a game. What a game my lads are doing this time. Incredible. And now we are 12 points ahead of City again, but they have one game in hand. So, yeah, I mean, incredible, just incredible. And I don't know what to say, but I'm going to say this, that I'll see you in the next game. And so we're here. Time for another game here. Chelsea away. That's going to be a tough one. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm worried that we have a couple of tired players in the team as well, which isn't very good because we're going to have to rest a couple of players. Oh. So Matthias de Ligt is tired. So I'm going to have to play with an L there. We're just going to have to hope that he's good enough to put up with the things that's going to happen now against Chelsea. We're going to put in Jadon Sancho again here. And yeah, we're going to have to give them to the opportunity. And we're going to have Chesko being back on the bench at least. Let's see what we can do. Is there anybody else? Well, he's not fit enough to play at the moment, so that's not going to happen. Anyone else? Anyone else that we need to bring into the team? No, it doesn't look like it. So, yeah. The question is, should I go with Cavani or should I bring Chesko in? Well, we rested Chesko for a reason. Let's bring him on. And if things go good, if we take a quick lead and get a lead with 2 or 3 goals, I'm going to bring out Karim Adeyemi so that he gets some resting time. Other than that, I guess we're just going to have to, well, we should really be having somebody like Harry Maguire is even more tired. I don't want to risk him getting injured. No, it's going to be like it is. This is the team that's going to try and get another 3 points for us against Chelsea on away turf. It's going to be tough, of course. And we're going to show Jason Mount onto his wrong foot. Going to the dressing room, pump some fist. And don't care about that. The title is ours if we win, bearing in mind a goal difference miracle. Go and give the fans reason to party from full time. Yes, let's go with that. We're motivated, that's good. Let's kick off. Let's skip, and the game is on its way. Can we beat Chelsea away and pretty much secure the league title? As they say, sure, City will still have a chance to reach our points, but if we win today, they're gonna have to need a miracle because it's almost 20 goals in goal difference, so that's what they're gonna have to be putting up with. And ooh, Pulisic almost scoring for them there. Come on, United. We need to be playing better. We can't let them get into this game and get a good start. I don't think that we're going to be strong enough to come back like we did in our 2 previous games in this episode, to be honest. I'm going to go do it to have more pressure on Mason Mount. Here's Fernandez with a free kick, and ooh, there was a glitch in the matrix there. All of a sudden the ball was just up there with Shesko and he had it. Didn't. Here comes Pulic with their free kick. El Cornani and Timo Werner scores for Chelsea. That was not allowed to happen, lads. How are we going to turn around things against Chelsea? I mean, it's okay against Wolves. It's okay against Burnley, but how are we going to do that against Chelsea? It's going to be extremely hard. But if we can, of course. Again, I'm going to be talking about that it is championship teams that do that. And he was offside, so he wouldn't have stand if he had made the goal anyway. Come on, here's Varane. But what does Varane do there? What the hell was that? And another glitch in the matrix. I'm worried that things are not going good here. Timo Werner scoring another goal. 2-0 for them. How are we going to fix this? That's a good question. And here they come again. Or is this the replay? Oh, it was the replay just. So 2-0. Oh, it's blinking up there in the right corner. I should be able to look at that. I think I'm going to be quite mad with my players after this first half because they haven't been playing good at all. None of them have. And yeah. So thrash my arms and yeah, sort it out, lads. We need to win this game or at least get a point here. And yeah, I know I'm going to have to play with half-decent team against Brighton, which is our next game, which is the last game of this episode, because then I only have 2 days of rest and then it's the FA Cup. So I'm going to try and not use my best players in that game. So that's why it was so important that we took something out of this game. Well, I felt that we took something out of this game, but we're not going to do that. This is a lost cause, and I'm not going to be happy about this. What if we lose the league? I can't take this anymore. Smash my arms. Very disappointed that they couldn't seal the title today. Of course I am that. So, but that's not much more just for me to say right here and right now. So I'm just going to say I'll see you in the next game. And so we're here, the last game of this episode, and all we need is a point because City lost away against Leeds, which makes them, they are 9 points after us. And there's 9 points to play for. So if we just get 1 point, there's no way City can catch us. The problem, though, is that we're going to play today against Brighton. And then we have 2 days before we're going to play the FA Cup final. So I'm going to clear the entire team. And I'm just going to be using players that are not going to play in the FA Cup final, in order to have as a fresh team as possible against Arsenal in the FA Cup final, which is the first game of the next episode we're going to play. But first of all, we're going to play the last game of this episode, which is against Brighton, which is would be lovely if we could get a team with a team that I'm supposed to be putting on the pitch today. I mean, a team that is going to be a lot of reserves. So I'm going to give Henderson the opportunity to to play today, so that we have a fresh David De Gea as well in the FA Cup final. That would be great. I would love to play Van Saka, but it looks like he's having some fitness problems still. I'm going to play him. Let's give him the opportunity. And we're going to have Harry Maguire and Arnell to play as a central defense, because I want to rest both Varane and De Ligt, of course. No Luke Shaw today, so I'm going to go with Warburton if I can. Yes, there he is. Warburton, give him the opportunity. We don't going to have any of the regular right midfielder, so I think I'm going to go with Morgan Pearce today. Defensive midfielder, Frank Kessie, of course, is a good opportunity there. And offensive, or box to box, we're going to go with Pogba. And on the left, let's go with... Now, I think I need him in the attack. So let's go with Garnacho on the left. And then we go with Cavani and Marcus Rashford in the attack. And I really don't want any of those star players that I want to play in the first... in the game against Arsenal in the FA Cup on the bench either, because I want them to be rested completely. So let's put in another goalkeeper, a right defender. We have Fredrickson, we have Bailey. Bailey's injured, so who are we going to choose here then? Ethan Laird should of course be in the team, so he can be there. And central defenders, let's go for Ben Carroll. Lou Bill Jones can be there. How about this Robertson? I think I'm going to give him the opportunity as well. So Carroll's going to be a left defense alternative if Warburton gets injured or something. So there we have the entire defense can be changed there, but I don't want the same for the midfield. But I'm going to see if I can't play. I want, what's his name? Jesse Lingard. I want him on the bench. He can change for any of the ones on the sides. And let's go for, how does Chris Robinson look? Not very good. But I do know that I want, what's his name? Andy Stokebridge. And then we're going to have, what else do we have here? Harper is injured, so he cannot be it. Well, how about Alex? No. We're going to go with Tino as an opportunity in the attack. And then we have one more player we can bring along. And should we go with Christian Eriksen? I think we're going to go with Christian Eriksen. There we go. Not the best of teams, but... all they need is to manage to get 1 point, and we are champions of England. And of course, the most important thing we are doing here is to rest a lot of players so that we can have our best team as fit as possible in the FA Cup game, in which we are going to start our next episode. So don't miss out on that. We're going to get 2 finals and 2 Premier League games in that last episode. Both a final in the FA Cup and a final in the Champions League. Let's show on to weaker foot. So next episode will be in a very, very interesting situation there. So let's hope we can get 1 point here so that we can play a lot of youth players and stuff like that in the game, in the Premier League games that we have left, so that we can concentrate on the FA Cup final and the Champions League final with those best players. Here's Arnell, here's Pogba, here's Arnell, and way back to Henderson, to Maguire. Interesting to see that Maguire and Pogba has become players that are brought in when we are resting our best players. Oh, Cavani! 1-0 to United! It looks good. It looks good. One hand on the title. That's nice. Let's hope this can continue. Wan-Bissaka doing a good job there as well. Getting it. Oh, he just a perfect header there from Cavani. So come on, United. We need 1 point today and we're league winners. We will have won the Premier League. I did not believe that we were going to be here already. I did think that we would need to buy perhaps a really good striker as well. I was hoping for Erling Haaland to come into the team for the next season and then we would be ready to win the title, but this would be terrific if we win the Premier League title already. It's before I even dreamt about being Premier League title. There we go, Cavani, Pogba. Yeah. It is a bit surprising. This is Football Manager 22 and Pogba was ranked as a very good player then. But he's, yeah, he is not the best midfielders that I have. Oh, will that stand? I could see Cavani being in an offside situation. But it looks like Rashford, since he wasn't in the offside situation, it seems like it's a goal. And it's 2-0 for Manchester United. You can see there, number 21, perhaps it wasn't Cavani, perhaps it was someone else, but number 21 was offside. You can see him here. Let's see if we can click on him. It was Cavani, that's his number 21. He would have been offside, but he wasn't involved with the game then, according to the judges, which was good. Warburton, Rashford, Pogba, Warburton. He hoisted over to try to reach Morgan Pierce, but he doesn't. Here comes, oh, good tackle by Wan-Bissaka. Here's McAllister, and yeah, Wan-Bissaka stealing it. But they stole it back at once. Bad pass by Wan-Bissaka after he took the ball from them. And here they have the play for a couple of minutes here. Let's not let them have that. Don't want them to come back into this game. 2-0 up. We should become comfortable here now. Here's Garnacho finding Rashford, finding the net. 3-0! And we're running away with it. Oh, 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 it looks like we're gonna win the league today. It looks like we're gonna win the league this game. Oh, incredible. Rashford scoring a good strike. And yeah, I know there's loads of United supporters that love that player. And yeah, I just haven't found the right space for him in the team, to be honest. I've been aiming for, but he gets injured here as well. That's not good. So we're going to have to put in Tino. And I guess that's also a problem that I've had with him, that he gets injured here in this game. So I know he's had some problems with his back for some time in real life. So I don't know if that's the same here. But I have, oh, let's see what Tino can do here. He can score! Oh, the under-18 player scores 4-0 for United. Look at this. He's passing it back to Garnacho, I think it was, that just finds that space and he runs and he scores. Brilliant. Now, as I said, I have preferred Šeško and Adeyemi up front, and Cavani has been my third choice, and Rashford has just been there, and I've mostly used him when Kylian Mbappe has needed to rest or something like that. But yeah, 4-0 up. We shouldn't be losing this, or we shouldn't be losing this game. It would be a horrible thing if they could get to 4-4, and a very surprising thing if they could get to 4-4. but we still would win the league with 4-4. So here's Garnacho! And the young lads are really doing it for us today. Marvelous. Look at that. Pogba stealing the ball and just running with it. And when he loses it, Garnacho picks it up and just put that into the net. Ho, ho, ho. How nice. Mudder, Dirk, McAllister, Mudder, March, Kadra, McAllister. We need to take the ball away from them. They're not going to be making 5 goals against us, whatever happens here, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I don't want to concede a goal when it goes this good, to be honest. I feel that we should be without it. Let's look at what kind of substitutes I have. Stokebridge. I would love to bring in Stokebridge, to be honest. I'm going to do that. Instead of Pogba, we're going to be bringing in Andy Stokebridge. Let's give him the opportunity to show himself as well. Another young player that I feel has a lot of potential to become something in this team. So yeah, we're 5-0 up. It's not a worry, nothing to worry about bringing in on instead of Pogba here. There's been Saka trying to find. Oh, but was he offside or not? It could be that he was offside when Garnacho headed that ball for him, and the VAR says it's awarded. He was not offside, and it's 6-0. And what a game. What a game these young lads are making. And not a single player, not a single of these players will play in the FA Cup final. Well, maybe Cavani, if Adeyemi or Chesko gets injured in the final or something like that. Other than that, none of these players should be playing in the FA Cup final, which is in 2 days, which is the next start of the next episode. So I mean, winning 6-0, 6-0 with these players, that's incredible. Cavani, Stockbridge. Oh, Stockbridge is losing the ball there. Good tackle though by Richards. Here comes Richard with the ball, and he goes by there. That's not good. Here they come, and that's a good ball, and ooh, thank you, he misses that one. I don't want to concede a goal when we've been over 90 minutes and we're 6-0 up. I don't think it's right against Henderson to have to concede one, and he doesn't. It's a 6-0 win, and we have won the league. We are Premier League winners. Superb after all of these young lads making it such a game. Pumping Saka, man of the match. Anel playing very well. Warburton very well. Morgan Pierce, I should say. Sorry. Morgan Pierce playing very well as well. Kessie playing well. Pogba playing okay. Garnacho playing superbly. Cavani playing very good. Rashford playing very, very good. And Tino Rainman playing very, very good as well. And Stockbridge did get a couple, did get enough time to get an average rating at least. So marvelous. I'm very pleased with this, and what a season it's been so far. And we still have 4 more games to play, with 2 of them being cup finals. We could win the triple. We could win the treble already after the 2nd season. That's incredible. That's really incredible. I haven't been able to do that in Football Manager since way back in the days when Alex Ferguson was manager of Manchester United. You always took over a good side then. You did. So well, not in the start, I should say, but once you got into the end of the 90s, after that you always took a good side when you played with Manchester United. So this has been an incredible journey, and you can see here 2 days of rest, and then it's the Premier League, and then there's the FA Cup final. So Manchester United win the Premier League. Superb. And Marcus Rashford will be out for another 5 weeks, well, 3 weeks with a physio. So I'm going to leave it to the physio. I would have done that anyway. So he's out for 3 weeks. So he's going to miss the rest of the season. So he's out of it. And Premier League, Man United clinched the Premier League title. On a fine summer evening at Old Trafford, Manchester United celebrate clinching the Premier League title. A brace from Marcus Rashford helped Manchester United to victory. Things did not get off to a good start for Brighton as veteran striker Edison Cavani seized on an error by John Paul Van Heck to score a mighty header from within the 6-yard box. Marcus Rashford, playing as a striker, doubled Manchester United lead with a place shot at close range on 24 minutes, and so on and so forth. We all looked at the game. We don't need to read about it. I should stay here for a little while and you can all read what it says if you want to. I will now go on to the next. You should have paused if you want to read that one. I have spoken with Matthias de Ligt. He is happy that the club has performed as promised this season and won the Premier League. That's good. Bruno Fernandes is pleased because we won the Premier League. Board is delighted with the Premier League win. So, yeah. 3 years ahead of schedule, I win the league. That's incredible. And trouble leads Man United to glory. Yes. And pre-season was 1-4 or 4-1. So, yeah. And favourites to win was Liverpool. So we did break out of, and we're finally back on top. It took 10 years. It took 10 years. And we're back. I'm the first manager to win the league since Alex Ferguson won it with Manchester United. First manager to bring the title back to Manchester United since Alex Ferguson left as manager of Manchester United. That's feels great. Finally, we are back. Manchester United are back, at least in this computer game. Not really so in the real life, though. With even though Eric Ten Hag has taken over and hasn't started in the best of ways, I think. But yeah. And these are all bonuses to be paid out to players because of the Premier League title. And are we paying Sporting? Are we playing Sporting for our league title? And Blackburn? Are we paying £2 million to Blackburn because of Phil Jones? Are you kidding me? He hasn't played a second. Well, maybe he has given. But I doubt he's been playing 6 games, which gives him the... No, he hasn't played a single game. He's been playing in one Champions League, I guess, Continental here. Other than that, he's only been playing in the under-23 team. So that's weird that they get £2 million just because he's in my team and we win the league. He hasn't contributed at all to that title. Real Madrid gets $1.5 million for Varane. That's okay. He's played a lot. And Juventus get $1.5 million for Paul Pogba. And yeah, he's been in a couple of games, so that's okay, I guess. So let's take a look at this competition here. Manchester United champions. And at this moment, City and Chelsea are ready for Champions League football next season, and it will stand between Liverpool and Arsenal. And it looks like it's going to be Liverpool that is going to get that last Champions League position. Then we have, oh, it's a struggle under there for the other positionings here. Arsenal, Everton, Leeds are very close together here, and Aston Villa still have a little chance of climbing up a bit, or have they? 59, 62 points. So it does not look like they're going to make it. I mean, Leeds taking 1 point and Aston Villa is out of it. So yeah, it doesn't look like that. Going out though, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United are already relegated. Burnley looks like they're going to be relegated as well. They need to win both of their games and with good goal difference. And Tottenham, look at Tottenham. They are, holy smokes, they are way down there. And yeah, they still have Song, and they still have the hot prospect Alfie Devine. But I think this is the game where Harry Kane went to City, right? Let's see. Harry Kane, isn't he in this team? Yep, Harry Kane. What's his number this season then? He's been playing 28 games and scored 12 times, 7.21. So he's been playing okay for them, but yeah. They haven't signed Erland Haaland in this game, that's for sure. And I don't think we can sign him either, to be honest. Let's have a look at our... No, there's where we go. Shortlist. Let's move... Let's see. We have it set into that. Yes, so we move up to strikers. And we take a look down here. Erland Haaland. He's still in Borussia Mönchengladbach and is contracted until 24, and that's just one more season. I mean, if we can't afford to buy him this summer, and if he stays on without signing a contract, there would be that we could start contacting him and make some contract negotiations in January. That would be cool, but because I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that in amount of money. Even if we win the treble, I don't think that we're going to get that kind of money to buy players for, so that's going to be tough. Lewandowski, still he's joining Real Madrid for the next season, so we've lost him. He didn't want to sign for us, which was a bit of a letdown. And I don't think there is any other striker really now that on the shortlist that we are that extremely interested in. So yeah, we're going to have to see what we can do if we can find a really good striker for the next season. We're going to, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be missing out with Cavani leaving us. Rashford is injured so often. So, but we do have some young players coming up, like Tino Rainman, and we have, I don't have any faith in those two. I don't know but about this one though, David McCoy. Maybe he's got some talent, but we're going to have to train him better than he's been here. He's got some high potential here, so I don't know. And we do have some of these here, like Andrew Harper has been playing quite okay when he's coming in, so, and he's only 16, so giving him the opportunity to perhaps develop into a good player. Alex Fletcher might be someone to keep an eye on as well. So we do have a couple of players coming up in the youth system, which is always interesting, of course. But yeah, incredible. We have won the league, and we have one episode to go this season, and these are the games we're going to be playing in the next episode. That is the last one for this season. Arsenal in the FA Cup final on neutral ground. I guess it's going to be Wembley, of course. And then we have Leicester. We're going to play them at home. And then we have Newcastle in the last Premier League game of the season. And then we have the Champions League final going to be played at the Atatürk Olympia Stadium. I guess that is in Turkey, or I will guess it's in Turkey. And yeah, as it looks like here, they're going to be without Pedro Porro, who's unregistered, and Bernardo Silva, who's doubtful with a broken ankle, and we will be without Rashford, who's doubtful because of his hamstring strain. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm just hoping that we can at least win one of those cup games, and I would be very happy. So, yeah. Don't think I have much more to say. I think we should be happy with this episode and with this season so far. It's been a terrific season. So I'm just going to say, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It will help me out a lot. Do like and subscribe, and leave a little comment to say what you think about this save, and stay safe. That's important, that you stay safe in this dangerous world. And I'm just going to end with bye 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 bye.